Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be so freaking fun. I'm sitting in the Barnes & Noble's parking lot right now and I'm about to go inside. I just got out of a job interview, not at Barnes & Noble, somewhere else, but I told myself, because I have such bad social anxiety, I told myself that if I did good in my interview, then I could treat myself to Barnes & Noble's after. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I have one book in mind that I know for sure I'm going to get, and then we're just gonna browse, because you can never just like have too many books. You can never just like look at too many books. So we're gonna walk around, find at least the one book I want, and maybe we'll come out with more. But yeah, we're about to go in. I'm really excited. I've never been to this Barnes & Noble's before, but it was like it was just like the best one on the way home from this interview. So we're gonna go inside and look around. Okay, I'm back from Barnes & Noble's. Sorry if the lighting's really bad in here. The sun is going down. It's like 6 p.m. right now, and it's just not the best lighting. But I wanted to show y'all what I got from Barnes & Noble's. I think I already showed it. I took a video of it in Barnes & Noble's. But I picked up House of Sky and Breath. This is the second book in the Crescent City series. I have been waiting for this. I literally have been waiting for this, and I told myself that if I did good in my interview, then I could go get this book, because it is... The total for this one book was $35. I know that hardcovers are more expensive than paperbacks, and this is a very popular book, so I get that, but this is why I don't shop at Barnes & Noble's, because even small paperbacks, Barnes & Noble's just charges like 2 times as much as Amazon. So yeah, this was a very special occasion that I got to go actually get this in person, but I'm so excited. These covers are the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I almost just caved and got the paperback, but I already have the hardcover in the first book, so I can't like mix and match now. So yeah, got this, literally so excited. I thought they also didn't even have it at first. I looked around the store for like 10 minutes and could not find it. I only found the paperbacks, so I'm so happy I found it. So in this video, I also wanted to do a quick like February reading wrap up. I didn't read enough books to where I think I could make a full video out of it, so I figured I could show y'all right now. So I only read 4 books in February, which is so bad. I say this every single time that I'm like disappointed in myself for how many books I read in a month, but like I read thicker books this month, which is why maybe I read less, but 4 just seems so bad compared to January, because in January I think I read 8 books. So that's kind of what I'm basing this off of, but let's just get into it. I don't need to keep like hating on myself. So the first book that I read was actually Crescent City. This was the first book that I started in February, and I love this book. I gave it 4 stars. It was so amazing. I actually liked it a lot more than what other people, from what I've seen online. I feel like this is everyone's least favorite series from Sarah J Maas, and like I 100% get that. It's probably my least favorite one too, but I feel like it was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Like I absolutely still love the book. So yeah, this was 4 stars. The next book that I read was from a Little Free Library. I made a video where I read books from Little Free Libraries for a week. You should go watch that if you have not already. But I read the book Kismet. It's I don't know if it's like a full-on romance. It's really not a romance book. It is adult. There is talk of like adult things in this. Don't be fooled. This is not some young adult book. But yeah, the cover of this is just already so gorgeous. This book is about these twins, Amy and Joe, I think, and Joe is getting married. I'm gonna laugh so hard if that is not her name. Yeah, it's Joe. So Joe is getting married. They're at their favorite, like, I think it's a beach house on Kismet. That's the name of the like city or whatever, the little beach town. And so Joe's getting married. Amy, Joe's twin, and her husband Ben are there, and someone from Amy's past, a guy, comes back into her life because he somehow knows the groom, and it causes this whole mess on this beautiful wedding weekend on this beautiful island. And this book wasn't horrible. It wasn't amazing. I said in that video that I wouldn't go out of my way to like recommend this to someone. Like, don't go out searching for this book, but if you happen to come across it, go ahead and read it. Like, it's just, I'm neutral about it. There's nothing horrible about it, but I'm not gonna think about it in the future, if that makes sense. So the next two books that I read are actually on my Kindle, and I haven't read my Kindle for a while. I don't know why, I just was enjoying hardcover books, but the third book that I read in February was Ricochet, the second book in the Addicted series. And Ricochet, I ended up rating 4 stars. I don't know what it is about this series, but she put crack in it. Like, I genuinely love this series so freaking much. I think about it all the time. I read the first book, which was Addicted to You, back in, it had to have been January, because I got my Kindle for Christmas. So it had to have been January, but I read Addicted to You, ended up loving that book. I don't know why I waited a whole month to read Ricochet, but I did. Oh, well, I don't know if all of the books were on Kindle in January, but they are now. So I'm reading those while I can. I gave this book 4 stars. If you haven't read the series, then this probably won't make sense. But Lo, who is one of the main characters, he wasn't really in this book. He was in rehab, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much because he wasn't like a main character in it, but I actually still ended up really liking it because there were talks of him. Like, they would call him or there'd be flashbacks, but this book was just like, I don't know, I could not stop turning the page. I wanted to see what happens next. And that also goes into the next book, which is the fourth and final book that I read in February, which was Addicted for Now, which is the 3rd book in the series. And this is a hefty book. It's over 500 pages. And I gave this book 4 stars as well. It was so good. I feel like these books could honestly be 4.5. I'm gonna keep them at 4, but I think about these books all the time. All the time I think about them, and I can't stop. I don't know, I feel such a connection to these characters, and I should probably give y'all a summary. So Addicted for Now, Lo is back from rehab, and it's basically him and Lily's life they're trying to learn to live together with their addictions after rehab. And it's just, this book too, I just can't stop turning the page. I cannot believe that I read this book in like 3 or 4 days when it was over 500 pages. It's just so good. It is so, so good. And I'm so excited to keep reading the series. I think I'm going to take a break and start House of Sky and Breath because I just need to finish this series. But yeah, if you have not read the Addicted series yet, you definitely need to start. So yeah, that was all of the books that I read in February. Like I said, I only read 4, but 2 of the books were big. Like this one is like 700 or 800 pages. It's like almost 800. And then Addicted for Now was over 500. So technically, I guess I could have read like 6 if we're like talking average page number. I don't know why I'm still ranting about this. It literally does not care. It literally does not matter how many pages I read. I'm fine. It's fine. But yeah, that is all the books that I read in February. I'm excited for March. I hope that it's an equally as good reading month to where it's 4 and 5 stars only. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not already, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos of me going to Barnes & Nobles and going shopping, then let me know. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.